Keep your blaster handy, the West is a dangerous place. Fight to survive as men turn to monsters and the dead rise on the Wild West Exodus Hub at beastsofwar.com. In a world controlled by massive corporations, a steady aim and split-second decisions are needed for your Megacon to complete its goals. Begin your missions at the Mercs Hub on beastsofwar.com.
What we've got today is Angron, Primarch of the World Eaters.
He's a meanie.
He's a meanie.
He's a meanie.
He's a meanie. All right, well, let's have a look at the mini first, and then we can talk about the rules. I'm guessing because this is a Primarch, you don't have a built version of him.
No, I don't have a built version.
Right, and I assume we can't build this here in the studio.
I'd have to ask permission.
Oh, and this isn't yours.
This isn't mine.
Whose is this? who did you kill for this?
It's my other halves.
And your missus owns Angron.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice to have a wargaming couple in the world. All right, let's crack him open. Ah, hello. There's what he looks like when he's built. So you'll at least have some idea of what he's doing. He's killing one guy and just going screw you to the other guy and batting him out the way.
He's rampaging.
He is just going absolutely psychopath. All right, well, and this is your missus's, so I will be very, very, very delicate with it. So, why do we have two bases?
You got a base for Angron himself, and then you got the scenic base.
Oh right,
and
so
that can actually be part of it, but it comes off separately.
Oh right, so you can slot them into the scenic base and still have them playable.
Yep.
That's a very cool idea. So we'll put those out the way. Let's start with. I think this is one of the guys he's killing.
This is one of the I'm dying dudes.
Yeah. So
this is a red shirt.
Yeah, this is a red marine. So we've got one guy's leg, a rather nice Heresy Pattern bolter. Which I do like the way the Heresy Pattern stuff's designed. It feels that a little bit more raw. And then we have a pair of legs with an older style power armor. Right, fair enough. We then have another one of the I'm dying dudes. Again, an old Heresy Pattern armor. I don't know, just the way he's standing there, you almost could actually have him on that 1 foot running forward if you wanted to take him away from this kit and have him doing something else. I know you probably wouldn't because it's most likely an expensive kit, but
yeah, just a bit.
It's cool. It's cool. I'm not even going to ask. I would dread to ask. We have
That's the scenic base.
The scenic base, which is just...
I mean, that drops in...
all kinds of shredded earth.
Almost perfectly.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, almost. But it's just all kinds of shredded earth. Is this on Istvan or something? Or does it even say?
This is in... Well, it can be used in any of the campaigns that he's in, actually, but I think this is specifically the Drop Zone Massacre.
I was thinking
it's either the Drop Zone Massacre or it's the one where they killed off all their own... They got rid of all the goodies from their own.
That is the Istvan Massacre.
That's the Istvan one, isn't it?
Yeah, that is. Yeah, but I mean, like, you've got bits of broken bolter, banner, plates of metal. It's really, really detailed in on this. You know, it's really nice. It's going to be a nice painting project when your missus gets round to it. Or does she paint?
She keeps asking me to paint it, and I'm like, oh, don't make me.
All right, so we then have Angron's base itself, which again is just chock full of detail. So we actually have one marine who's been crushed here.
Yeah, butchered.
Yeah, there's very little left of him. Just the one hand out going, I die. Big plates of armor, more rocks. The sculptors on this have went to town. And, of course, the obligatory skull.
Skull.
Why would there be a human here? Because that's a human skull. That's too small to be a Space Marine skull.
That's a good point. Get on the Forge World. Ring out and go, what is that about?
Yeah, what are you doing there, Forge World? You just throwing one in there. We then have some of the extra components for different people here. I'll assume this is Gorechild?
That's Gorefather.
Gorefather, okay. We have a nice blade, we have a backpack, pre-heresy helmet. That's actually a really nice old style gun.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a bolt pistol. It's some kind of almost flintlock looking thing. And another pre-heresy backpack. Okay, moving along. Let's actually put out the last couple of bits because I want to save Angron to the very end. So we have the last of the I'm dying dudes, and he really does look like he's just been batted to one side by Angron. Screw you, get the hell out of here. But again, the armor detail is brilliant, and they've even done battle damage in and around the actual armor itself. Some of it's very subtle, but it is there, and it makes a big difference to the overall diorama.
The thing you didn't point out, this one's actually had his hand cut off. They've actually done like the...
Oh, actually, yeah.
Gore in there.
Yeah, let's show that. So you can see there the hand has actually just been lopped off, and you can see the flesh and the bone on the inside. Again, another interesting part of the painting project to do. Okay, let's get on to the man himself. Wow, he looks angry. So here's the main body and legs. He's berserking, charging forward, and compare him to the size of a Space Marine. He's huge.
He's a lot bigger than a Space Marine.
He is ginormous compared to a Space Marine. That's ridiculous. But the armor detail is really, really nice on him. Because it doesn't feel like Space Marine armor. It feels like a completely different breed of armor.
That is it. It's armor. It's powered armor, but it's like it's not as we know it.
Yeah, it's something more, and then you've got all the incredible details in around the legs.
His armor's supposed to be based on his gladiator armor when he was a pit fighter.
Yeah, you really do get that sense with it looks almost like a leather chest guard that he's got on. It's so nicely cast and stuff, and then you have all the little tassels and stuff that he would have had in the fighting pits. I mean, I've read the World Eater's story, or at least part of it, because I remember actually meeting Angron in it, and he does seem very, very out of it a lot of the time. He's just consumed with the blood rage.
The butcher's nails are constantly biting him all the time. He never sleeps.
He never sleeps.
He never sleeps. He can't sleep. Primarchs sleep. Believe it or not, they have to sleep now and again. He can't sleep.
Right.
And it's eating away at him.
So what, is this where the whole cat spin node came from? Was the butcher's nails maybe? I think I remember something about that just ticked in my head. I'm not sure. Guys, if you know, post me a comment below. We then have his massive cloak, which is... I'm not even sure what the hell that's made out of. It looks like a mix of feathers, chains, skulls, and bits of dead skin. It's beautifully detailed, but damn, that's going to be a hell of a painting project. It's going to look cool whenever it's done up, if it's ever done up, Dave. And then on the inside, you see where it just molds and matches into the rest of his armor, so it sits properly. Right, now we have his two arms. Bloody hell, his fists are big. Okay, so I see what they've done. Gore Father is actually in two parts. So you've got the main half of it here, and then the head of it is here. So I assume that pops onto there.
Yep.
And you see it as Gore Father.
That's a big chain axe.
Yeah, and then you see how much...
I mean, you compare the head of the chain axe to a normal Space Marine.
Yeah, it's about the length of his body and head. But you can see how much smaller Gorechild looks when you compare it to it. Which, isn't it Karn the Betrayer that ended up with that?
Karn the Betrayer made that weapon famous, but obviously it had always been Angron's.
Yeah, but I mean, even down to the fact that one of his fists is just filled with spikes, so that if all else fails, he's just going to bap you one. You know, but even big shoulder plates with the World Eater iconography on it and stuff is just absolutely gorgeous. This is a fantastic mini, and it looks like it'd be an absolute dream to put together.
And the castings are really good as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing, though. It's sometimes Forge World you can have issues with it, but the Primarch stuff, this is the first one I've actually had in my hands, but it looks flawless. Absolutely flawless and gorgeous. Right, let's get on to his rules. What is this guy going to do in-game?
What doesn't he do?
What doesn't he do? Well, he's a Primarch, so I expect him to be godlike on the battlefield.
He's 400 points.
That's tasty.
He's a big chunk
for one guy, that's tasty.
Yeah. Shall I go through his stats?
Let's see what his stats are like.
Weapon skill 9.
Right. 9.
9, yeah. It's probably one of the highest in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, he's pretty much on 2s the whole time.
Yeah.
That's scary. But he looks like a big-ass berserker, so you expect it.
Ballistic skill 5.
Not awful. Does he even have a gun?
He does have a gun, actually. The Spite Furnace.
Okay.
It's a master crafted plasma pistol.
Fair enough. What else has he got then?
Strength 7.
Okay, so he's going to hit a lot and he's going to hurt a lot.
He's going to hurt a lot. Toughness 6, so he can take some hits.
Yeah, he can take a bit.
5 wounds.
Okay.
Initiative 7.
Okay.
6 attacks.
Yeah.
Leadership 10.
Yep.
3+ armor save.
3+ armor save on a Primarch.
Yeah.
I expected it to be more. You know, being a Primarch, I expect it to be better armor than a standard.
He does have a 4+ invulnerable though.
Right, that makes up for it.
Yeah.
You know, it's not quite Terminator, but it's pretty damn close.
The armor's based on his actual gladiator armor, so they've modified it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can understand that because every Primarch brought their own flavor to their legion whenever they came back and rejoined the Emperor. Right, what special rules does he have?
All right, I'll go through his special rules. He's a Primarch, which means he's an independent character, an eternal warrior, fear, adamantium will, fleet, fearless, and it will not die. All they've done is the Primarch rule is just an amalgamation of lots of different little rules that have just made something really mental and scary. Okay, fair enough. Okay, what's next? Red Sands. In any given turn, Angron may call and fight as many challenges as there are enemy independent characters and units in combat with him, up to his current number of attacks, so he can just challenge everyone around him up to like 6 times. I'm gonna attack you, and I'm gonna throw 2 at you, I'm gonna attack you, I'm gonna throw 3 at you, I'm gonna attack you, I'm gonna throw 5 at you. Yeah. That's quite nasty. Oh wait, no, sorry, he only has 6 attacks. Yeah. But his attacks can go up to a maximum of 10. What? Where was it? Where was that roll? The Butcher's Nails. Right. For every independent character or infantry unit of any type wiped out or destroyed in close combat with Angron, he gains +1 to his attack characteristic for the rest of the game to a maximum of 10 attacks. Right, what else has he got here? He's got Sire of the World Eaters. What's that going to do? He has the Furious Charge, special rules, and Feel No Pain on a 6+. So every time you get a wound, you can do a 6+. Oh my god. So it's not just his armour. Yeah. He gets this Feel No Pain rule as well. Yeah. Yeah, so that's disgusting. He's going to be awful to take down. When he consolidates, he always must move towards the nearest enemy unit. Any World Eaters units within 12 inches of him are fearless. So if they're all around, we're all blood crazed and not running away. Yeah, he's just like, the boss is here, we have to do this, let's go, lads. We're not running away, we're keeping up with him. Bloody hell, he's got Armour of Mars. Angron's armour is modified from the gladiatorial armour, which he fought in as a slave, and offers him a 3+ armour save and a 4+ invulnerable. It's not the best. It's not the best, but you can see why it's there now. And then we have Gore Father and Gore Child. Range melee, strength +1, AP 2, melee, armor bane, and murderous strike. The Hound is not strength 7. He's hitting on strength 8. Yeah, he's hitting on strength 8 with those, and it's armor bane. So tanks aren't going to like it. He's going to run up to a Land Raider and go, "Hi!" Do. Last one is Spite Furnace, which is the mastercrafted plasma pistol. Just the mastercraft plasma pistol. Just because I need something to shoot with whenever I get bored of punching you in the face till you're a bloody pulp. It's a beautiful mini. He's got some super nasty rules. Guys, I think myself and Dave are going to call it at that. I don't think we're going to build this one because I think Dave's missus might have me for it. So we'll move on. We have more Forge World to look at, and we will see you again in the next video.
Fight for the Iron Kingdoms as a warcaster. Take control of the mighty jacks, arcane devices, and dark sorceries to bring the fight to the War Machine Hub on beastsofwar.com. It's time for 28mm World War II action. Will you recreate history or reshape it your way? On the Bolt Action Hub at beastsofwar.com.